Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. This video is talking about lost teaching of Jehovah Witnesses, which they abandoned from Charles T. Russell's teaching, and the Bible students today still believe this part of teaching that is forbidden by Jehovah Witnesses. I don't understand when Judge Rutherford, when he was a Bible student, he believed God's chosen people were the Jews. And after World War II, the teaching of the Jews was pointed to be God's chosen people are Jehovah's Witnesses. But this is not what was taught by Charles T. Russell. And the Bible students today still believe Charles T. Russell's teaching that the Jews are still God's chosen people. Where should we be? Where should our focus be? On the world or on the Jewish people? Well, by the Bible, it's the Jewish people. By Jehovah's Witnesses and some religions out there, it's on themselves. But most religions don't use a focus point of 1914 events of. So I'm going to play a little talk from the Bible students, and we'll take it from there.
Conflict in Israel, and we're asking the exact same questions. So this is really encouraging. So they had the start of World War I, and now they're asking, well, what's it going to be? Is it going to be up here? Is it going to be down here, somewhere in the middle? What's going to happen? And the pastor was wise enough to say, I'm not wise enough to know, but we know things are going to happen. We know at the end.
But Charles T. Russell was pretty amazing. He didn't want to point out to a certain degree about 1914, but he was pointing to 1914 that something was going spiritually that was going to happen. And when that didn't happen, that's when he changed it to 1915, and that didn't happen. In 1918, but he died in 1916. It was supposed to be the end of the world, of the wicked world. And 1914, even the Bible students try to bend the truth about what was supposed to happen in all over the world. Armageddon was supposed to start. So let's continue.
Endgame is. Very wise answer. So what should our focus be with regards to this whole issue of 1914? Well, we've talked about the world, but should we be looking at the world, or should we be looking at... Well, like I said, if you go out and ask the person in the cafeteria what happened in 1914, they're going to tell you World War I started. But is that where our focus should be? And what we want to point out is that the Bible frames his people, natural Israel, by worldly events. So what he's doing is saying here, what should your focus be? Well, it should be on Israel, because that's what this is all about, but he's going to describe it in reference to world.
Okay, focus point is on Israel, not on Jehovah's Witnesses, not other religions. It's on Israel. So Jehovah's Witnesses, if that's what the Bible teaches, and the Bible students is still teaching that today, the focus point is on Israel, then why don't you teach the truth that you never replaced the Jews? Because they are still God's chosen people by Charles T. Russell's teaching.
Events so that you can see where we are in the stream of time. Very important. So August 4th, 19, this is the Jewish calendar, and that occurs in the month of Ab, A.B. So that's the 5th month. And you see where the Day of Atonement, you see where the Passover is and so forth. You see the Jewish New Year. Is that a significant date? Well, it's also called the 9th of Av in 1914. And if you say to a Jew, you're going to hear Tish B'Av. And so our question is, what's the significance of this date in the Jewish calendar? Because it is a date of significance. And what's the significance of that date? What happened in Tish B'Av? Well, in 1319 BC, Moses accepted the report of the 10 spies. We just heard about that, right? And what was their punishment? 40 years in the wilderness. They were being punished for what? Disobeying God. That's seen as the starting point. In 586, the first temple was destroyed by Nebuchadnezzar.
Let's stop there for a second. Jehovah's Witnesses. Charles T. Russell's up to, I think it was 1954, 55 is when they changed 606 to 607. They used to teach that Jerusalem fell in 606, and later on today is 607. So I'd like to know, when did the Bible students become smart and using the truth about when the first temple was destroyed? Because right here it says 586. But they used to teach 606. See, the focus point of the 1914 was 607 and 606. But why do the Bible students later down the years put the truth about the first temple being destroyed in 586? So that would throw their math off, that 2,520 years from 606 to 1914, that it had nothing to do with, really nothing to do with the Jews or the Bible. It's just a man-made date Charles T. Russell used to predict the world was going to end and never happen. Let's continue.
In 70 AD, the second temple was destroyed by Titus. In 135 AD, Bar, crushed by revolt, was crushed by the Romans, so the Jews were put down. And in that same year, they plowed under the temple. That's when they broke it down. So in 1492, Columbus sailed the ocean blue. That's a secular event. What happened to the Jews? Mass expulsion of the Jews from Spain started on Tish B'Av. 1914, the event we've noted, the start of World War I. 1941, the final solution. The final solution was Hitler's final solution for the Jews. And when we went to Auschwitz, we saw and were horrified by the documents, is the elimination of the Jews, published 1941. 1 year later, to the day.
In 1948, Jews returned to their homeland, and that's where they are today. If anyone's watching this video, main two lies in this video is there's false date of 607. You see for yourself, the Bible students got the true date when Nebuchadnezzar destroyed the first temple, and it shows the second temple when it was destroyed. And this clinging on to because of Judge Rutherford, that God banned the Jews to return, to choose the Jehovah Witnesses to be Bibles. The Bible students become Jehovah Witnesses, and they became the new nations of their God Jehovah, who replaced the Jews for Jehovah Witnesses. I have a question. If God chose Jehovah Witnesses, then why did he let the Jews to return to their homeland? And why the Jews got more hold on the land, but the only problem is it's being controlled in different areas by the Muslims, the Palestinians. If he wanted the Palestinians to take the land and keep it, he would not allow the Jews to take their homeland back. But see, that's part of Bible prophecy that Jehovah's Witnesses do not read. Israel, the land of Israel, is belong to the Jews, because he made a promise to Abraham that his descendants will inherit the land forever. So if a race of people was not supposed to inherit the land, wouldn't that make God a liar to Abraham? To Jehovah's Witnesses, it would be. So that means their God Jehovah lied to Abraham. And so that means you can't trust their God Jehovah. Of course, we know by research the name Jehovah was invented by a Spanish monk in 1270 AD. But the thing is, people, if you don't do real research on any religion or any cult, how do you know you're being deceived? How do you know what is truth and what is lie? Even one lie can be a downfall in a religion or even a cult. Because when you got one lie and you dig deeper, you can find more lies and more lies. That's what we did in our own religion, Jehovah's Witnesses. We kept digging and finding more lies. They're still lying today. And people can't see the truth. They're not Christians. They are not good people. Their job is to deceive you, to bring you on the side of Satan the devil, so you will not inherit God's kingdom, because you fall into their trap. On the same trap Satan the devil is using them to cause them to bring you into their cult. Please, wake up. Thank you.